Easy Elite English Educational Trust. Simple present tense V1 versus V5. Verb form V1 and verb form V5 where to use. The terminal S confusion in verbs. Go, goes, come, comes, do, does, walk, walks. The terminal S confusion in verbs, that is the difference between V1 and V5. We will try to solve it at the elementary level so that you could write correct English. So the simple present tense or the present indefinite tense in V1 and V5 forms, with S and without S, go, goes, come, comes. This confusion we are trying to address for junior students. So here we go. The simplest sentences mostly use simple present tense. You can make the most simple and short sentences. I run, birds fly, he comes, it breaks. So the simplest sentences use a simple present tense, also called present indefinite tense. But the most confusing issue here is the terminal S. The terminal S, which makes all the difference when to say run and when to say runs, when to say buy and when to say buys, when to say go and when to say goes. The problem is very common among Indian students. The Indian languages do not have this terminal S issue in their grammar. So the confusion, when we do without S, it's called the V1 form, and when we add S, it's called the V5 form. The difference between V1 and V5 forms, or where to put the terminal S and where not to put the terminal S, let us see. The interesting and perhaps the most confusing to most students would be S makes a noun plural, S makes a verb singular. When you add S, a noun becomes plural. When you add S, a verb becomes singular. One pen, 4 pens. One book, 3 books. One boy, many boys. When you are adding S, the noun becomes plural. But in case of verb, it's just the reverse. A boy runs, the boys run. We have removed the S. He writes, they write. We have removed the S. A cow mews, cows mew. So S makes a verb singular. If S is present, it is a singular verb. The presence of S makes the verb singular, but in noun it is just the reverse. The presence of S makes it plural. So in noun, S means plural, and in verb, S means singular. So adding S would make it singular, and adding S would make it plural if it is a verb and noun, and a verb and a noun, the difference. In case of verb, adding S makes it singular, and in case of noun, adding S makes it plural. So S makes a noun plural, and S makes a verb singular. S added to make plural. See, these are nouns. Book, we are adding S to make it plural, books. Pen, we are adding S to make it plural, pens. Boy, we are adding S to make it plural, boys. Now, we are adding S to verb to make it singular. Horse runs, horses run. Birds fly, but one bird flies. One dog barks, but dogs bark. We are adding S to make it singular, and we are removing S to make it plural, just the opposite of what we did here. So horse runs. Horse is singular and runs is also singular. Horses run. Horses is plural. Run is also plural. My son plays. Son singular, plays singular. My sons play. Sons plural, play plural. The root word, the head word as the main entry in the dictionary are words like run, fly, play. Add s to a verb to make it singular, but add s to a noun to make it plural. A plural subject takes a plural verb, that is without the terminal s. Run, go, play. A singular subject takes a singular verb. He runs, she goes, the child plays. The only exception would be I and you. I and you will always take verb without the ending s. One exception, I was. I was used in imaginary suppositions or unrealistic imagination if I were a bird. But otherwise we say I was going, I was a boy. So except that, you and I will always take a verb without the ending s, but in all other cases, he, she, the boy, the child, Tom, Sita, they always take a singular verb means with s. Adding s in a verb is not plural. Adding s in a verb is singular. And in case of plural, boys, children, they, Tom and his brother, they will take a plural verb. We will use a plural verb that is without the terminal s. No s means plural in case of verb. The horse runs fast. The horses run fast. See how it is. Here we have added s to make it plural because s makes a noun plural. And here we have removed the s to make it plural because removing s will make it plural, adding s will make it singular. So in case of noun, without s singular, with s plural. And in case of verb, with s singular, without s plural. So in summary, we can say he, she, it, this, that, and all singular nouns will take singular verb. And singular verb means with an s ending, runs, goes, comes. It should have an terminal s ending. Pronouns, I, you, we, they, these, those are all plural nouns. This and all the plural nouns will take plural verbs. That means there will be no terminal s at the end. I, although singular, it will take a plural verb. Pronouns you and I take plural verbs except I was. So simple exercise. My friend. It is singular. So in verb, in order to have a singular verb, we need s. So my friend lives in New York. Horses, plural. So we need a plural verb. So use one without s. So horses love. Mosquitoes, plural. So for a plural verb, take a verb without the ending s, without the terminal s, spread. I always takes have, not the s ending verb. He, singular. So we need a singular verb. So what we should do, we should take a verb which ends in a terminal s. Goes, he goes. So in this way, you can do all the exercises and check your answers with reasons and explanations here. That was Easy Elite English Educational Trust. If you need any videos on any specific topic, you can either WhatsApp us or email us, and all our services are always free. Thank you and goodbye.